Marquez going for Honda's 300th Premier Class success. He's on the front row with the two Delhi. Row 3 led by Taka Nakagami, Jorge Lorenzo and Aleix Espargaro. Row 5 led by the rookie Pecco Bagnaia, ahead of Johan Zarco and Cap Warning's warm-up. That completes row 6. Alex Rins way down the order in 19th.
Karel Abraham. Mir going in. Oh, blimey. Hang on a minute.
Well, Abraham,
It's out in Le Mans. Good start from Danilo Petrucci, but a brilliant start. But Marquez is going to try and pounce into turn number 3. Will he do it? Oh, so often this year, it's plan A executed perfectly for Marquez as he leads into turn number 7. Karel hot into turn 8, but he's kept it all together. He still leads from Petrucci and Miller. Rossi now pouncing on his protege.
But Andrea Dovizioso, as we said, good getaway, but got mired and bogged down in those first couple of corners. So Dovizioso at the moment in. Look at Pol Espargaro. Sorry, Steve, he's up in the 4th. He's running hot at the museum corner. Rossi sweeps straight back on through, but Pol Espargaro, this
danger zone for Marquez is in the opening laps. That's where he feels like he struggles the most. Can these guys use that Ducati power?
Garmi's gone for the medium front tyre. Everybody else soft front, soft rear. Marquez, look how much of a gap he was able to open up down that.
Start that from Crutchlow, I agree. Here comes Miller up the inside of Danilo Petrucci. Well, the door was left open there, and Miller on the Pramac Ducati.
Was that for Danilo Petrucci? He definitely got picked off by Rossi. He got picked off by his teammate Dovizioso as well.
He's gone wide. Marquez was a bit as well.
Such an easy mistake that to make by
his fastest lap to Jack Miller, 32.9 as we go uphill into turn number 1 then. Marquez with the lead. Miller
2016 when he registered the biggest ever dry race winning margin in a MotoGP race. He's a 250cc winner here as well, so who's had a real stagnant start to the race. He's down in 14th place, so not the start that he needed as Dovizioso's got up this
on 132s. Here comes Miller through turn 1. Will he have a look into the chicane?
Cool, Jack Miller looks awesome. Moto 3, this is a completely different ball game though, and Jack Miller then fires up the inside of Marquez into turn 3. He's a baller till he dumped it in Austin, led the whole race in Jerez. This is the first time Jack Miller or anybody else in MotoGP
onto the home straight we go to complete lap 5. Miller leads from Marquez, and we're on board with the world champion now.
No, I'm not going to criticise. He's having a nightmare. He's down in 16th place now. Quartararo not even in the points. Who could have seen that coming 5 laps in?
Pulled in a couple of tenths as Dobby.
Yeah, Dovizioso and Rossi have just put a bit of daylight between themselves and Pol Espargaro, who
0.6 behind. He might now try and pounce again on Jack Miller. Is he looking up the inside into turn 1?
Marquez, he's picked Miller's pocket brilliantly there up at turn number 3. He got in hot. Well, Miller on the inside. Look at this.
Brilliant racing, unbelievable stuff.
7/10 of a second behind Marc Marquez, and now he's right on the rear tyre of Jack Miller.
He's hungry though, Miller, and he's
Petrucci now up in a 5th place, and as soon as he got through on Pol Espargaro, he did a 1:33.010, his fastest lap. Deary mate. It's been a nightmare race day in London. Continues.
Maverick had no idea what was going on there.
That was a morbidly
so. Marquez it is that leads from Miller, from Dovi. Yellow flag's being waved, you can't overtake at this point.
This is the back.
That bike in that department. Marc Marquez picks that up and gets the power on so early that
Vinci garage. Petrucci, once he got through on Pol Espargaro, 2 laps in a row now, he set his personal best lap to the race. Lap penalty lane, but there was no penalty for him.
Marc Marquez is taking 2 tenths out of them.
Pol Espargaro still inside the top 6, brilliant by him.
He had gone missing.
Thankfully, he's still right there, and he's still in contention for this French Grand Prix. Vic had nabbed that bit of tarmac.
Marc Marquez is starting to get into his rhythm here.
It's going to be blooming hard to pass, because he's no mug on the brakes himself, is he, Jack Miller? And that Ducati.
This is the battle for 4th and 5th. Rossi at the moment from Petrucci, the 2 Italians.
Marginally better pace than Valentino Rossi, but the problem is, it's one thing to get on the back wheel of the Doctor, it's a completely different to even chamber wheel. Petrucci hones in on the rear tyre. Valentino Rossi, his best ever in terms of gap to the leader for KTM. He's ridden brilliantly so far.
Right, just up ahead of Franco Morbidelli. This pair are in 6th and 7th. Then it's Karel Crutchlow, who of course climbed up from turn number 9. Every halfway point of the race.
Yeah, and again, just that couple of tenths quicker, like you say, Steve. It's small margins. A few weeks ago was his first dry MotoGP podium. And what?
There's a mistake from Alex Rins, and through goes Fabio Quartararo and moves up into the top 10.
Yeah, these
Himself with a Pol Espargaro headache shortly.
Pol Espargaro's just set his fastest lap of the race, a 1:32.866 on the Arsenal. We're into Austin territory here, aren't we? If anybody's going to deny Marc Marquez, well, it's going to be the man himself. We need to see how Jack Miller's been able to manage those tyres. Andrea Dovizioso, well, he's in well wide, and Andrea Dovizioso, well, he didn't have to tussle it out, didn't have to slug it out with Miller for that position.
He just struggles with a little bit of grip there, Miller, and
Dovizioso. There's more pride at stake, that's for sure.
Marquez is going to see that Dovy's up to second.
MotoGP, nobody else has got. They cannot live with this man's form right now. You know, Quartararo, he's taken chunks of time out of Alex Rins. We know that Alex Rins, second in the World Championship, dry on Friday, did Valentino Rossi. That's why he missed the top 10 in FP2. So he kind of foresaw this coming. Petrucci, Lorenzo gets picked off by Fabio Quartararo at the museum corner. Got to do all the hard.
The brakes, Quartararo is the latest. This time he holds on to 9th place overall.
Big ambition from Andrea Dovizioso. He was being too aggressive on the bike, creating a lot of wheel spin, and thus creating, just checking some stats, yeah, he was aiming for top 6s. Look at this, Petrucci's got through. Petrucci up into on the rear tyre on the throttle coming out of Shimano Berth. Andrea Dovizioso
at 3rd place despite that little moment. In fact, changed that. Quartararo in 9th, a 32.3.
Yeah, there's just always one card not slotting into the deck nicely, isn't there, for Fabio?
In 6th place.
Yeah, this is a truly stunning effort by Pol.
Both Rossi and Espargaro in the 32s.
Well, we're into unknown territory now, aren't we, Steve? Nobody.
What happens if it just starts to rain a bit?
Yeah,
and get cooler.
Yeah, and I think the cold temperatures as well, that condition there.
Early stages, though, by Jack Miller, valiantly. Who will be on the podium? You wouldn't want to make that call right now.
Is he going to get in hot? Is Dovizioso going to get him on the cut back? That's going to be tight. Of Andrea Dovizioso, they're telling him he's being followed by number 46. He's got bigger issues with 9 and 43 first.
32.3 from Quartararo. I mean, he's got not just podium pace. Who managed that. Aleix Espargaro's been given a 1.4 second penalty. He's out in 12th place, so that will be for this.
Another look. Another look up the inside at Museum Corner. There's no way through.
Trying to find a way through, but couldn't keep that front wheel down.
The massive difference between Dovizioso and Petrucci.
Looking there, of course, at the soft rear tyre of
Dovizioso versus Petrucci. Petrucci looked at this move last time around. He's gone through at Museum Corner. Is he in hot? He certainly is in hot. Dovizioso stronger on the front end.
Fabio Quartararo doesn't just fancy 8th here. The result this would be for Pol Espargaro at the moment, 7.5 seconds off, he said. Wide into La Chapelle, through into 8th place then.
That was corner entry. He hasn't got the rear tyre pulling down to the ground to just help him stop it down into Museum Corner. An appointment in Bologna with Claudio Domenicali, that's for sure.
Marc Marquez starts his final lap in cruise control.
Where he's had a couple of looks up the inside of Andrea Dovizioso. Dovizioso! Oh dear, what about 12
on the last lap, but he's really home and dry, he's comfortable, it's going to be another one for him.
So then, it's all about Dovizioso. Record breaker for Honda.
Marquez makes it. It is going to be Dovizioso that holds on for 2nd place, with Danilo Petrucci celebrating, because I think that's one of his predictions for the day in as well.
It was.
He's going to be on Pol Espargaro and KTM, and Mike Leitner has been good enough to talk to Simon Craper.
How does that feel, Mike? Yeah, unbelievable.
Yeah, congratulations to KTM and Pol Espargaro, and massive congratulations as well to...
Now, they got some problems, Ducati. The problems are Marc Marquez. He is in a world of his own.
Right out of it on the cool-down lap. Rossi was just a 10th behind.
There was absolutely no rain whatsoever across all 3 races here. Anyone else on circuit?
Well, Miller had a thriller. That's what it says on the back of Jack Miller's helmet. Marc Marquez, the bandwagon rolls on. He's now level in terms of all works a treat.
Yeah, that's outstanding from Pol Espargaro. Well done to all.